Hello guys. So the thing is, you all are raising your consciousness. Now one question arises is, I have taught you all that how to stretch, lie on your backs. Now the thing is that sometimes you may want to lie down on your sides, and that is required sometimes because not everybody wants to lie down on their back always, right? So that is required sometimes because not everybody wants to lie down on their to lie down on your side, you need a new consciousness now, which is a very powerful consciousness, and the consciousness is stretch lying on your side. Okay, guys, let's start this fundamental. Stretch lying on the side. This is a common fetal position, which for sleeping on the side. You sleep like this. And if you see carefully, there are something good in this position and something very bad. Actually, you have rounded your neck. It looks like she's very comfortable, but the thing is, because of this round line, her discs are under pressure and they are protruding out. They are being pulled out, which is totally wrong. This is hunched lying position, and it stresses the discs, and even more so if the position is carried over to sitting and standing, and even more so if the position is carried over to sitting and standing. तो ये जो पोजीशन है, इवन यू आर लाइंग डाउन ऑन योर साइड, तो प्रेशर पहले ही पड़ता है बहुत ज़्यादा, और अगर आप इस पोजीशन में बैठते हैं या खड़े होते हैं तो प्रेशर और भी ज़्यादा पड़ता है और डिस्क हर्निएट होती है बैक की तरफ, and you develop sciatica pains and disc prolapses and back pains. The ideal way of lying down is, which I will be teaching you in my practical, which is just after this video. This is just some theory demonstration. Some people, if you want to lie down straight on the back in the lateral position, side position, the straight back, what will happen if you straighten your back in the lateral position on the side? You will sway your back because she is trying to lie down straight, and what is happening is lying with the swayed low back. Lying with the swayed low back involves tight erector spinae muscles. These muscles will become tense, and you will create lordosis in your back, which is again a forward protrusion of the discs, which is not good. Ideal this thing. If you are in a very proper position of lying properly, your pelvis, it will be like this is actually person is actually lying down in a side position. But if you imagine that this person is sitting, suppose this person is sitting, then you see he's sitting with anteverted pelvis. This has to be copied into a side lying position, which means the way I am sitting right now, you just have to, the way I am sitting right now with these pillows behind me, you just have, because my back is straightened, my shoulders are behind, and my pelvis is in a anteverted position, okay, and legs are like this. So this, what I have to do is, I have to just take myself down like this only. If I go, somehow I can do this sitting in my side lying, I will create a very healthy stretch lying position. So body forms an even zigzag with angles of approximately 120 degree. With angles of approximately 120 degree. So these angles will be of 120 degree, remember. In my video of practical, if I say the angle of 90 degree, just correct that word, because the angle has to be between the thigh and the lower leg, the angle has to be 120. And between abdomen and the thigh, the angle has to be 120. This is 120 angle, and this is zigzag, clearly at 120 degrees. If you get this, you will create a simple stack sitting, which I taught you in my last lecture. You will create a very good stack sitting in sideline. So you anyway will be healthy. So the thing is, what we have to do now is, this is wrong positions, both are wrong positions. This is the raised knees with tight hamstrings. This is a wrong position. Knees are not at 120, they are at 90 degree position. So you have tucked your pelvis. The pelvis is tucked now. This is not lying. Pelvis should be actually here. What the ideal position should be little down. And pelvis should be, this is this, and pelvis should be like this. But pelvis here is like this, which is tucking. So this is pushing you a bit tight. This is tight, hamstrings are tight now, and it will tuck the pelvis. And if you are too stiff, the pelvis is not like this, but the pelvis legs are like this, which means it is a 180 degree angle. And this is tight schwanz muscle now. Straight legs with tight schwanz muscles will sway the low back. So what we will be doing in my lecture is, I will make you lie down like this side lying. This person is not sitting, he's lying down in a side position. I will make you lie down like this, and then I will gradually increase your angle like this. Slowly, when you will be increasing your angle, automatically this position will come. But because practically, if you try right now, try to lie down simply in this position. If you start, it is not possible, because I will tell you the technique and I will be teaching you. You will not be able to do that. First, you have to lie down like too much of hips should be too much back. This much back. Hip, this is back, and hip is so back. So that I will be teaching you. Slowly you increase your angle. That I will be teaching you there. So if you, somehow this is tricky, but stride lying is not that easy as compared to stretch lying on the back, or stretch sitting or stack sitting. It is little tricky and little difficult, but with practice, when you master it, you will be able to do this. Starting from a diagonal position and swiveling the upper body backwards around the hips can help the pelvis tip forward. So you have to be in this position first, and slowly you have to come into this position. So this I will be teaching you in my practical video. This is a baby sleeping in the USA. It's so nice. This boy is lying down perfectly. His back is straight on. Legs are 120 degree, knees are 120 degree. This man is also in a very nice position. So having the shoulders, his shoulders you see are rolled back. They are not lying in the front. This man also shoulders are back. So having the shoulders rolled back allows the brachial plexus. Brachial plexus is a nerves, is a group of nerves which is in the axilla. So this nerve supply from here to the arm, right? So having the shoulders rolled back allows the brachial plexus to function properly, ensuring good circulation to and from the arm. It also reduces the stress on the thoracic spine. It also reduces the stress on the thoracic spine. In addition, good shoulder position when sleeping helps you become accustomed to healthy shoulder position during your waking hours. So if you lie down with your shoulders backward in side lying as well as in stretch lying, straight on the back, your shoulders muscles will actually become accustomed to remain back. Now, in my earlier days, if you have seen me, who have seen me in the Sujok seminars and before, what my normal position of the shoulder was actually here. If you see now with my practices, this was my position earlier, like this. But now you can feel, because of my even meticulous practices of the posture, my shoulders are now so much back actually. Are you getting this? Keeping the shoulders back is very important. Because I was actually suffering. I'm very tall, and because of my tallness, I was suffering from a lot of shoulder issues, cervical issues. So because of that, what has happened now is that my cervical problem and my back problems have improved now because my shoulders are very back. So that is the thing you have to do. So the thing is, so you have to keep your shoulders back. So this is the thing. And if suppose you feel a sag here at this position, sag means a gap. If your waist is very thin, some slim girl, very slim and trim girl with a little broad buttocks and waist is very thin, then what she will feel is there's a gap here. And that gap will create a sway in the spine. So what you can do, just place a pillow here, right? The sag in the spine caused by a narrow waist and wide hips, many ladies are like that, Indian ladies, is easily remedied by putting a small towel roll under the waist, right? So you have to improve your. So what you have to do is, if in between your knees, in अपने घुटनों के बीच में आपको एक pillow रखना पड़ेगा, because I will be teaching you in my practicals that you should put a pillow in between your knee joints. Why? Because the twist in the spine caused by being narrower, a twist in the spine caused by being narrower at the knees than at the hips, when lying on the side, is easily remedied with the pillow between the knees. What happens if because the thing is, your hips are always broader and your knees are actually narrower. So if they are together, what happens? It gives, you see, this leg is now putting gravity on the spine. See here, the position is like this, and this is putting gravity, and it is causing, you see carefully, a little, this is the central line which is going, this one is the central line, and here this line has bended now, like this. It is not central, it is little teda, right? It is not straight, it is little deviation is there. But if you see here, after placing the pillow between the knees, a small pillow, not a big pillow, small pillow, what happens? This line becomes straight. My God, wonderful. So this I will be teaching you in my practical seminar, and this ends the theory of this stretch line. So guys, see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.